Welcome to part 4, the final part of knitting a hat left-handed. This part is finishing up everything and being able to wear your hat. So we left off with the last row. We knitted 2 together all the way around, and now we're left with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 stitches. And that's a good number. You shouldn't really have more than 12 because it'll be too bulky. So this is where, you know, if you actually lost count or anything, it wouldn't be exact. You may have fewer or more stitches. It doesn't matter because you have tightened it up and you're almost ready to wear your hat. So the first thing you want to do is cut, I don't know, 8 to 12 inches off of your yarn, and then thread it into your darning needle. And then you're just gonna start transferring the stitches from the needle from the knitting needle onto the darning needle. And try not to stretch the loops out too much. You want to keep them as tight as possible because then it might leave gaps at the top of your hat. So transfer all your stitches to the darning needle. So you're just looping the yarn back into itself, basically. Alright, now draw it tight, but don't pull too hard, you might break the yarn. And then you're just going to, from the top of the hat, stick the needle through the hole in the very top, and then turn your hat inside out. And then what I do is I just weave the thread through some of the loops in the yarn. And these loops are only on the inside of the material. It won't poke through the outside if you just stay on the top part of the loop. So I just kind of weave it around and make sure it's snugly in there. There you go. And as you can see, it doesn't show, well, I don't know if you can see actually on this camera. It won't show on the other side. So then just trim that yarn right there, and then while you have the hat inside out, you have all of these loose ends from your stripe and from the end of the hat, and you're just going to weave these in as well. So you thread in that first bit of yarn you had, and I just weave it. I don't try to go straight up because it will show through the front, so I kind of alternate which loops I put it through, like kind of in a zigzag pattern, and maybe come down through it as well. And just do it so the yarn is up towards the top part of the hat, just a couple of inches. And then this is where we're going to address the yarn that you used for the stripes, because like I said in the earlier tutorial, you might have some gaps here from the yarn being too loose, or just from transferring it to the striped yarn and the main hat color. So what we'll do is just tug on these loose strings a little bit, and it's going to close up some of those stitches. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to thread these through the darning needle and just weave it into the loops of the material, just like so. And do that with the remaining pieces of yarn, and you're almost set. And then remove the paper clip that marked it. And there you have it. There's your beautiful hand knit hat with stripes. Congratulations!